wrist pain. Everybody thinks they got wrist pain, they've got carpal tunnel syndrome. It's almost never the case. Carpal tunnel syndrome is a nerve entrapment. As the nerves kind of come down your arm, they go through a real small space in your wrist, and they can often get pressed on by the bones or the ligaments in the wrist. That almost always cause pain in the hand, weakness in the hand, numbness in the hand. That's true carpal tunnel syndrome. Just pain in the wrist generally is not. What it is, usually is tendonitis in the wrist. Which will give you pain in the wrists and forearms, and again, it's caused mostly by repetitive motion with the hand, typing being the big one. Taking short breaks, obviously, again, an ergonomic keyboard for prolonged symptoms looks like this. Generally, a keyboard, the keys will be straight across. It forces you to kind of bend your wrists in like this. Puts a lot of strain on your wrist. A keyboard like this will kind of use out. Will let you just type, but with a more natural wrist position. It takes a lot of strain off your wrist. A real inexpensive way to take a lot of pressure off your wrist if this is giving you a problem. A couple stretches, keeping your elbow straight. Pull the arm back, it'll stretch into the forearm. Hold it again for about 30 seconds. You want to go through it twice, and then holding it this way, a little less effective. This one can be a little painful, so you got to be careful with it. But this really is the big one. Making sure that you don't want to bend your elbow. You don't want to do it like this. You want to keep it extended. That really puts a lot of tension on the muscle and will release it. Continuous symptoms should be evaluated professionally. So the summary, the big thing is the body's not made to sit stationary for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day. You have to get up and move around. And that's how the body's designed, to be constantly in motion. So if you're sitting for long periods of time, you're going to develop some kind of problems, whether it's a real catastrophic problem or just pain that kind of impacts your day-to-day life. You want to be able to get up, move around, change positions. That takes a lot of stress off the problem areas: the eyes, neck, back, and then the wrists. Proper posture. We talked about the ergonomic keyboard, which is real good. Everybody should have a low back support. And that's my website. I've got plenty more information. This is kind of a quick, brief, go through of those symptoms. I got a ton of information on the website. I'll take questions, I guess, if you have one.
Yeah, how effective are I see people that use these balls
to sit on?
Or
yeah, they even make chairs specifically that are kind of those balls, but with the back support. They're good for shorter periods of time. You can't sit in one of those things for a whole day, like an 8-hour period of the day. You probably can, but what will end up happening, you're constantly, the point of that is you're constantly kind of adjusting, working on the core muscles to stabilize your spine, and they'll help you sit up in a tall position. But you don't want to do it for 8 hours a day or a whole day. You'll end up fatiguing those muscles. Just like if you're doing a bicep curl over and over and over and over, repeated. Those kind of balls and doing a lot of ball exercises are real good, but sitting on it every day, all day, maybe even detrimental. So yeah, they're good in the short term, an hour or two to use it. But really working out on it, one of those, if you're going to work out, is fantastic to do exercises. Okay. Good? All right. Thank you.